That's it, Baz. Ms Finlay. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. Yesterday, throughout the course of Parliament, I felt sick to the guts around the lack of willingness for this government to admit when it's done things wrong, when it hasn't actually met the expectations of the community, and most importantly, when it continues to act in a way that puts our young people at risk. The topic today for our matter of public importance is Tasmania's young people. Yesterday, there was no more greater demonstration of our youngest people being at the most severe risk in this community because of the incompetence of this government. And then today, I feel embarrassed. Last week I was at the energy conference and there were billions of dollars of investment waiting in the wings for Tasmania, but the incompetence of this government to not be able to deliver to secure that investment means that the young people of our community now don't have as good a future they could have. Young people are at risk. The Tasmanian economy is not being as supported as it could be because this government is incompetent and doesn't know how to act. Conversations last week about the need for certainty, for urgency, for any level of action. And then today we are here about what again puts at risk billions of dollars worth of future economic potential to this state because this government can't do their job, can't keep control of the people that are actually delivering in Tasmania, that are meant to be acting in the best interests of Tasmania, but in fact are seeking to act for their own commercial interests. When we have an entity like Tas Ports, which has an extremely important responsibility to deliver the infrastructure for Tasmania so we can secure futures for our Tasmanian young children, they need to be doing that under the direction of the minister's expectations to act in the best interests of Tasmania. But what we see now is, after a century of endeavour in Antarctic interests, after being recognised around the world for the work that we do, having a brand and reputation for the scientists that we've been able to attract here to do the most incredible work and are making a massive global impact from here in Hobart and in Tasmania, it's all being put at risk because this government do not have the capacity to stand firm and expect things to happen in the best interests of Tasmania. And we hear this morning they go, oh, we're taking a Team Tasmania approach. You are taking a protection of the Liberal government approach in this position. You are seeking to pretend that announcements equal delivery and that comment in the Parliament equals action. And what we know is, because over the last and at least 6 years, I think it was a 2018 commitment to actually do wharf upgrades at Wharf 6, still no progress on that. That has clearly, under the responsibility of the minister, that is still the minister, Minister Ferguson, who is not able to work with Tas Ports, with the CEO and the chairman, who I understand have also been in those roles for that time, to ensure that we can deliver something for Tasmania's interests for generations or a century in advance. The young people of Tasmania, the youngest people of Tasmania, one of the first things that I heard as Shadow Minister for Science is that we need to be supporting the youngest people in Tasmania to exhibit and learn about, or not even learn about, to continue to keep their curiosity, to be in awe and wonder about the things that are possible in this world. And we can do that from Tasmania when we have great endeavours like the Antarctic research that we do from here. The people that we attract in from around the world that make this their home and a part of our community. We have 1,000 jobs at risk here. We have 1,000 well-paid, highly intelligent, clever jobs that are able to provide an inspiration to locals. To say to a Tasmanian who is born here, to say, I can be part of a global impact by staying here and asserting my intelligence, my capabilities to something that is most amazing in Tasmania. When we have the university, we have IMAS, we have CSIRO, we have the Antarctic Division, all here in this gateway to not just the Antarctic but to the southern oceans, and as a result of that we are leading the world in science exploration, in climate. We're recognised all around the world, and as Shadow for climate change, I also see the risks in terms of this inaction from this government. We need to have the Premier, we need to have the Treasurer, we need to have Tas Ports working for Tasmania's interests interests and not allowing commercial immediate needs or greed to hold to ransom the potential of the Tasmanian economic future. We are putting at risk, and I'm not going to say we, sometimes on this side we say we as though that we are here working for Tasmanian interests. You are putting Tasmania's future at risk. Billions of dollars investment by not being able to stand strong and make sure that Tas Ports work for the best interests of Tasmania. And as Minister, you do your job.
The Honourable Member for Bass, Mr Fairs.